Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. Perfect timing with the return of CRAVITY with Now or Never, because we are currently reacting to Road to Kingdom Ace of Ace over at Patreon. Episode 6 will be dropping on Friday, so if you're interested, check it out. There's a link below to a post that is free for everyone to view, which includes a document file of all of the available reactions, so you do not have to subscribe or pay anything to see that list. But if you see something on that list that you find intriguing and want to watch with us, then consider subscribing. And with that being said, let's get into Now or Never by CRAVITY. The asteroid 2024 are okay. Why does the instrumental, what was the name of the band? Hoobastank? What was the name of the group back in the early 2000s? They had like this legendary song, The Reason, and they had so many more amazing songs. There's something about this intro that throws me back to like 2004 or something. Like this part. Oh. That looks like a familiar set location. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, there's that. Ooh. Oh, that is cool. Well, come on, Mimi. Man, damn. Well, the boomerang always comes back, so that's a cool metaphor. Ooh. Wow. Ooh. C'est la vie, nice. Nice little throwback. Oh. It's like almost like a parallel reality. The rap was so passionate. Holy shit. Ooh. Damn. Like the whole boomerang thing, that's the set that they're dancing in, that's really, really creative. Ooh. Holy shit, this might be like This might be one of their best songs, if not the best song that I've checked out at the very least. Probably one of the best music videos of the year, which is kind of crazy given the fact that this is December now. And one of the most beautiful songs. Incredibly touching. The music video is absolutely fucking insane. Just looking at this shot and like the blueprint of that tri boomerang thing, the galactical theme and the aspects that gives you almost like interstellar vibes. There's all kinds. There's something, some Bernoulli, or like there's some kind of a famous equation or something like that. I'm not much of a physicist, so I have no fucking clue what is going on in some of the shots, obviously, but like there is like a lot of beautiful lyrics, much like this one. Just for today, carpe diem, which carpe diem basically means seize the day. Now or never, which also they say c'est la vie, which is a cool reference to a past song, but also it is what it is. That's life, you know? Just seize the moment, don't look back, don't think about the what ifs, and just do what you wanted to do. They do throw that boomerang as it just there's a bit of a fight between them too, and like the fight affects their lives on this earth. And what the cool thing about this shot that just happened is that they were fighting for real in a couple of shots, and then they're goofing around in another shot. So it's like kind of like a boomerang. It almost like comes back the opposite end, the opposite side. Like you're wanting something to be one way and then it comes back another way. That's like one of the metaphors of like boomerangs. Um, like it's going to hit you like a boomerang, and it could boomerang us in a way. It's also something that is actually used quite a bit. But also boomerang, I think in Australia, from looking at it on Google, it's actually like enduring all kinds of like struggles and whatnot. There's a bit of a symbolism in that, in specifically in Australia, but I'm not really sure too much about that. But then the boomerang actually comes back. It's being thrown by one member, and then Meanie actually catches it. It almost comes right at him at the night shot, which I thought was really, really, really interesting, as the two universes, the parallel realities almost like blend, as the water has no gravity. No gravity, hey. Anyway, but like the water, the physics are different. It's almost as if what they're experiencing on Earth happens simultaneously on in space, which is why the explosion, they get blown out on Earth, and the actual, you know, entity in which they're living in space also gets blown up, which I thought was really, really interesting. And like the dancing structure is so freaking cool because it's that same tri boomerang thing that they're throwing all around this entire thing. And like the whole thing, honestly, is about unconditional love that they have for one another, never gonna stop loving you, chasing you, racing for you, and being with you by your side. Doesn't matter if we fight, we will never forget each other. Like through our fights, through our hardships, our positives, our negatives, whatever the case may be, as long as we're together, there's nothing that we cannot do. So I sense the rap at the end was absolutely incredible. I'll achieve whatever I say, whatever this path ends, I'll follow, as like a like the metaphor of like when life kind of like hits you when you least expect it, on like, or like hardships, that's where our bond will be tested the most. And I know that the only answer in the way that I can survive is by being with you. So you are my destination. And because of that, we'll always be together, and that boomerang will continue fucking spinning around and come back to us. Um, there's also obviously the meaning of like a boomerang, what goes around comes around, but that's a bit of a negative, I guess, meaning of that, and doesn't quite relate to CRAVITY's storyline in this one. But also there's a new route has been found. Like even though our Earth was basically like that structure in space was destroyed, or the complex in which they were standing on Earth got blown to pieces, which is like the metaphor of their struggles. they are not giving up. And because of that, they found a new path, and found the orbit and whatnot. So they're going to be okay. And the boomerang is going to lead them, or they're going to lead the boomerang no matter what happens. Uh, Nothing is really going to separate us. So as long as we're together, we're going to be okay. This whole music video gave me vibes of like Interstellar meets E.T. meets Stand By Me, which is a movie from like the late 80s by Rob Reiner. He was a he is, I don't know if he's still alive or not, but he was like a famous director who did some big movies. And like the youthful nature of this music video gave me vibes of like those 80s 90s kind of like youth movies, mixed with sci-fi. They managed in 3 minutes basically create a whole cinematic fucking experience that highlighted the highs and the lows of the group, with the whole thing shattering and needing to find a new path, while realizing that as long as we are together, we're going to find that new path no matter what. So take the chance, seize the moment, carpe diem, c'est la vie, like all the phrases and all the lyrics that they're kind of like using to motivate you to seize the day, and like the rap that showcases like the desperation and whatnot. That no story is ever going to be over as long as we are fighting. So we're going to find another universe. If we're looking at it from like the galactical aspect and whatnot, we're going to find a new path. Take a leap, a leap of faith and all that kind of stuff. It's just really, really beautiful. And like this shot with the drawing of the galaxies with the explosions, it just really showcases the fact that it's happening in parallel universes. Like the ship gets blown up in space, but also the shit is happening on Earth. And that was a really cool way of creating that parallel reality while not blowing up the budget to an insane degree, in my opinion, at the very least. Like this was done insanely well. And like that whole ship looking like that tri-boomerang thing is just another like cherry on top of a beautiful cake, honestly. Throughout everything, what they really highlighted is like the friendship and the bond that they have, and they keep on running towards a new path. So even in the dark, looking with the flashlights and whatnot, they will always find a way, and they did eventually. This was insane. This is legitimately an incredible music video, one of the best music videos of the year, in my opinion. I'm sure that there's plenty more to talk about, to be honest, because there's like all kinds of like sketches and like some kind of like equations, and like there's honestly so much happening. But that's kind of like my very consider it like my dumbed down version that my dumb self can comprehend. And um as long as we're together, there's no jump that I'm not willing to take. So, yeah, this was beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If I still managed to make some sense, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts, of course. Please do not spoil Ace of Ace for me, because I still have 2 more episodes left to go. So I would really, really appreciate it, even though it wouldn't surprise me if CRAVITY ended up winning it. But obviously, I don't want to know it before actually watching it. So thank you so much for watching. Be well and safe wherever you are, and I'll catch you all in the next one.